has therefore been rated 18 plus by the YouTube NECCA. Viewer discretion is advised. YouTube, NECCA, and the makers of this video do not condone the usage of foul language in any situation or circumstance. The explicit content shown within this clip may also be disturbing viewing for mature adults. All people in and involved with this video are innocent until proven guilty.
Yo, what's goody people? And we back in the building at the Fix for New York. I am one half of the show, your co-host, your boy Cash First 456, even though they're currently infringing and censoring my Instagram. In the meantime, you can reach me at the Fix for New York on IG. And I'm glad to have everybody back up in here. So real quick, just wanna get you guys amped up. yeah, so yeah, people, you know, it's been a crazy fucking year. 2020, one for the record books. I remember last time things got this wild in New York City and even across the planet was 9/11. And then after that, the big spook was 2012 when the world was gonna end. So this year was a year that kind of put a big pause on everybody, made a lot of people reflect on certain things, what's important, what's not important, take a breath. At the same time, realize that you can't avoid politics no matter how hard you try. Your passport, politics. What you choose to do in your everyday life, pretty much politics. And why is that? Because the legislation that is active can either make things more free for you or make things more restrained. The way we're traveling now, like I said, your passport, the establishments slash businesses you could go to or can't go to, politics. Where's the mask at? Well, yeah, no, they got us out here looking crazy with these masks on. One thing I will say about these masks is that when it gets windy outside, they help keep us warm. So find a positive in any type of negative. That's how you're able to flip things. For those of you asking, by the way, who don't have Cash App or wanna donate to the channel and want this to keep growing, as you can see right down here, the Patreon is finally set up. Patreon.com/The Fix for New York. And I have it set up at the lowest possible tier that they allowed me to create. $3, people. $3 a month will help tremendously. And it'll be highly appreciated. And I will definitely be giving back to all of my Patreons sooner or later in some way, shape, or form. Those of y'all who know me in real life know that I'm very big on giving back. Anytime I've found money, I try to treat people who've been good to me to something. About 2 or 3 years back, I had found $100 on the floor in the parking lot of where I work at, and I made a bunch of lasagna for everybody. And everybody who knows me knows how much I love lasagna. And not to brag, but I do make a fucking good lasagna. So I treated my co-workers during that time period to lasagna. And y'all saw this year, Thanksgiving, Christmas, I was making lasagnas left and right because word got out that my lasagna was a shit and everybody came, looking for it. And I gotta say, that was a massive success. But yeah, so it's always about finding a positive in any negative and trying to move forward, becoming a victor rather than becoming a victim. And as y'all see in the title here, I included women's safety, fathers' rights, the red pill, Mgtow, that's men guarding their own wallets. All my brothers out there, and it's not to shame the ladies, but my fellow men out there, we gotta, you know, protect our bread because there are not all, but a shit ton of, gold digging women out here. And if you don't keep them in check, they will try to capitalize. In Spanish, we say aprovecharse. Um, yeah, they'll try to capitalize and use to their advantage as much as they can from your kind, good, meaningful heart. And even vice versa, there's a lot of women out there who make the mistake of getting with guys who are bums. And for some odd reason, it's always with the guys that are bums that these women always want to splurge on. And I just want to tell you, ladies, the moment that y'all realize that, oh, I messed it up right there. I lost a moment. Bear with me, people. I'm a one-man team right now. Oh, yeah, by the way, the co-host Z Dot will not be here with us this evening, but as y'all can already see, his chair is empty. But he is here with us in spirit. God bless the brother Z Dot. Hope he is enjoying his New Year's Eve. But yeah, ladies, let's bring that moment back real quick. When you realize that, I don't know if y'all heard that, so I'll run it for y'all one more time. Bring it closer to the mic now. That's a sound effect from the movie Barbershop 2 when Eve is doing yoga on the beach and all the girls is like, he ain't shit. He ain't shit. But yeah, ladies, one more time. When you realize that a guy, why are you gonna stick around with him? Let him go. Grab those scissors. The same way y'all always contemplating on cutting y'all hair, which myself and millions, if not billions of men highly, highly, highly suggest that y'all don't cut y'all hair. Please don't cut y'all hair, ladies. And if y'all do, just know, woo boy, what that does is fuck things up. Why? Because the same way women are attracted to masculinity, us men are attracted to femininity. So if you go and cut your hair, you just ruin your femininity. Some women can pull it off, but for the most part, realistically speaking, the same way you want a fresh plate of food anytime you're gonna eat, is the same way us men want our women with long, gorgeous hair. Haha. And yeah, all jokes aside, is simply because it is an attractive feature. And if you have somebody going out of their way to make you happy, not even going out of their way, just putting in effort, because the whole going out of your way thing, it should go both ways, because that's why people come together to make each other happy as much as possible. Know what I mean? But yeah, like, you gotta be considerate of what drew that person to be attracted to you. Me, for example, I'm almost completing my 4-pack right now, and then we'll be moving to the 6-pack. I used 2020 as a year to get more focused on my working out routine, because along with a lot of things being closed, being in the political atmosphere, along with being in, New York City, danger is everywhere. And if you're not physically built to be able to be ready for any type of danger that could present itself, all you're gonna do is be a victim. And that extends into the Second Amendment. But let's say when the weaponry ain't available, and all you have to rely on are your limbs, your reflexes, your whole anatomy. You have to be as equipped as possible for any type of danger that again, could occur, could present itself, could pop up, etc. Know what I mean? But along with that, women are usually, for the most part, because I've seen some girls out here talking about they like dad bods. I'm just like,
That does not make sense.
but okay, if that's what you're attracted to, and it's not to shame the guys with dad bods, but realistically speaking, um, a dad bod is, a body that is mostly made of fat rather than muscle, and we all know that having more fat rather than muscle contributes to diabetes, heart issues, circulation issues, that could tie into heart issues, a lot of health risks that, if we're going to try to enjoy our lives to their maximum potential, then we don't want to have any type of health risk to deal with. Know what I mean? But yeah, back to the original point, women are attracted to masculine men, masculinity, the same way us men are attracted to feminine women, femininity. So ladies, don't cut your hair. Try to keep a nice, shape and all that. Do your best to do so. The same way, myself, along with many of guys within my inner circle, and I'm seeing a lot of libertarians. Props to you fellas, working out more, trying to be more aware of their physique, of their, internal and external health and appearance. Because ladies, for the most part, let's be realistic, y'all do find a guy with a nice figure attractive, and it is a an appearance of masculinity, you know. All right, so now that we got that out the way, yeah, 2020 has been a year to make negatives into positives. Try to find the good in anything. Be more appreciative. It was truly a year to just take a time out, reflect, and also observe, because a lot of these politicians are corrupt, and like I said earlier, there's no way you can avoid politics. So we have to restore the constitutional republic. We have to be aware of who's running for office. Shout out Stacey Pressman, by the way. Running for New York City mayor come 2021. But yeah, so this was a year of awakening, observation, and a lot of vetting. As y'all have seen, Republicans, your rhino boy, bitch McConnell, is a failure. Homeboy talking all this crap that he was for the people and all that, and that he always wanted to help. And we've seen right now, within the whole stimulus bill that was brought up, there was a lot of nonsense in there put in by Democrats. But Mitch McConnell, allegedly, he wanted to go back into the bill and remove, what was it, section 230, I believe, that removed, I think it was, social media having full-blown free speech, even though, again, they censored my personal Instagram, as y'all see over there, Cash First 456. So IG, stop lying, stop the censorship, because I always advocated for you guys. I always said you guys were the best platform. I didn't create a Twitter up until this year. About a month back, I created the Twitter. Shout out to Brother Breezy telling me to create a Twitter all the way back since 2010, 2011, around there. And I never got around to doing it because I loved Instagram. And those of y'all who had me on the personal Instagram, y'all knew I was ringing bells. I was going to mad protests. I was awakening Republicans, awakening Democrats, awakening socialists, awakening conservatives, awakening Greens, awakening independents. Independents, by the way, are nothing more than libertarians who haven't officially registered libertarian and joined the party yet. All you independents out there, I just want to tell ya, become libertarians, because we're independents who came together as one under the banner of the porcupine. The porcupine is an animal that is about live and let be, tries to make the most productive decisions out of its day, and believes heavy in self-defense but gives fair warnings before conducting the hostile acts of self-defense, you know, because when they get hostile, they're trying to do some serious damage. If you're out here as an independent, you're making yourself easy pickings, and then along with that, you don't really have a voice when it's primaries. So just become libertarian. Trust me, because we already seen that the Democrats are full blown just evil people. They said that they were about helping those impoverished and all that, but we all realized that that was a bunch of
Fake news!
Along with that, y'all seen the hypocrisy this year of a handful of Republicans when it comes to defending the Second Amendment, with the ATF coming after pistol braces, with the ATF trying to expand red flag laws a lot more. Y'all boy Trump up in here claiming that he's pro Second Amendment has done nothing to help defend it realistically. And your boy Mitch McConnell, Senate Majority Leader, who claims that he's for the people, who claims that he's for small business, who claims that he was for the Second Amendment. We also came to realize that that side as well was just a bunch of people telling us
Fake news!
So become libertarian. Become libertarian. Take that red pill. The red pill is nothing more than accepting the harsh realities of life while trying to create solutions that will fix these harsh realities. Because at the end of the day, the same way these problems have been created, they could be fixed, people. We just gotta start taking the actions and the steps in that path. Know what I mean? No actions, we have nobody to blame but ourselves. Who gets six-pack abs overnight? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. If somebody told you that they got six-pack abs overnight, they were lying. Y'all know that that was a bunch of
Fake news!
And nothing in this world, nothing in life period will come without effort. Effort, what's another word I'm looking for? Perseverance. Just all out actions being taken in the direction of the goals that you want to accomplish, or the outcomes that you want to happen, to occur, you know, to be brought into existence. You know, half of it is the quote unquote the secret. The secret is that if you think positive thoughts and envision what you want to be manifested into reality, is gonna come. But along with that, you gotta take the steps in that direction. I could want six-pack abs, but at the end of the day, if I don't do my workouts, I'm not gonna get those six-pack abs. You know, I'm not gonna have the women finding me attractive unless it's, you know, the rare minority that finds dad bods or whatever. Even though I'm not a dad. I've dated a lot of women with children, I'll tell you that much. I've been a stepdad a few times. But yeah, if I don't take the actions in the direction of getting abs, I'm not gonna get them. If we don't take the actions in restoring the constitutional republic, pardon me, we're not gonna get the constitutional republic back, people. That's what taking the red pill is about. Accepting that life ain't a fairy tale, accepting that actions gotta be taken, and accepting self responsibility, self accountability, and self discipline in order to take the actions in the direction of whatever outcome you want to be manifested into actual reality. That's the red pill. So you can either take the red pill or stay in the blue pilled matrix, which will, for the most part, not get you too far in life. You'll more than likely, statistically talking, be a drone rather than, you know, an individual party or entity that stands out throughout the masses. And anybody could do it. I'm not better than nobody. We all have equal opportunity. we don't have equal outcomes unless we take the actions to go in that direction. So yeah, that's what the red pill is about. The red pill is accepting the harsh realities of life and saying to yourself, now, what the fuck am I gonna do to make my life as best as possible to create the best outcome that I want in my life? That ass, people. When it comes to Mgtow, men going their own way, men guarding their own wallets. My brothers out there, we all acknowledge that not all women are bad. Not all women are bad. But the majority, which I would say is a valid 60 or 70%, and I already know the women are gonna hear this and they're gonna get all in there. They're gonna come all mad at me and they're gonna be pissed off and just be. But ladies, hit me out because I'm gonna defend y'all too shortly. But first, for my fellas out there. Alright. We acknowledge that not all women are bad. We acknowledge that there are good women out here, but they are a minority right now. Why? Because of the influence of music and mainstream media constantly pushing out the message women hate men, blame men for everything, even though your lights right now wouldn't be functioning if it wasn't for men. Your water wouldn't be as clean as possible right now, even though I hope we could get rid of the fluoride in the water and any type of bad chemicals. I put filters on the water that is used within my household. The statistics and mainstream media are showing us that the majority, which I would say is between 55, 60, and if things continue, is gonna go to 70 and 80% of women globally are on the more hostile anti-male side. And then there's the good women, which are right now I say between 30, 40%, 45% pushing it. That are on the good side, but they're not willing to unite and speak up yet. Let's help them. Let's help those women. Let's encourage those women to stand with us. But in the meanwhile, men, be out here on your purpose. Guard your money as much as possible. The women got to show you that they're willing to contribute financially as much as possible. When it comes to the first dates, man. Well, I already know what I'm about to say is gonna really make women get in there. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Fuck it. Here goes nothing. When it comes to the first date, try to make the acknowledgement ahead of time that it's gonna be 50-50. And I'll tell you why. I'm 32 right now. Just turned 32 back on December 17th. I put the wrong sound. This is actually the sound I wanted to put. Pardon me for that. Pardon me. Blooper, but I hope that made y'all laugh and all that. Again, I'm a one-man show. Z Dot might be leaving us soon, going out to military, the Marines. Semper Fi, God bless and hoorah, all the good Marines out there. There are some bad ones. I've come across a few assholes, especially back in my college days, and I was just like, damn, be like, if these are the type of people that we have in our military, shit, the insurrection would more than likely occur. Simply because, it was these guys. I'm not going to say all Marines are bad, because I do have friends who did Marines along with Navy, along with Army, along with National Guard, that are good people. But I was just seeing these guys like, yeah, America, blah, 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 and fuck everybody, and looking at people funny and all that. But yeah, back to the point I was making. God bless Z Dot. Z Dot might be leaving for military service, the Marines, soon. So God bless you, brother. You know, is much love for Z Dot. Z Dot and I, we met back at a walkaway event over in Queens, NYC. I'll post a video on the Instagram, and ever since then we just been, practically brothers. Cause it's never the amount of time you know somebody; it's the quality within the time that you know somebody. Know what I mean? That's spitting straight facts. Um, but yeah, so what was the original point I was making here? Oh, I'm getting a call. I apologize. Let me decline it for you people. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah. Let me just let this person know. Boom, sent him that real quick. But yeah, people, yeah, back to my men. Back to my men. Be on your purpose. Try to make the arrangements 50-50 for the first date. Boom, there it is. That's where I was at. All right. So let me tell ya, I'm 32, just turned 32 back on December 17th. I've been dating girls since I was 12, 13 years old. And it was always like a default unwritten rule that men gotta pay for the first date. And women fought for equality and all that, so it's kind of hypocritical that women would still expect men to pay for the first date if they wanted equality. Um, it's to say, oh yeah, we want to be equal to ya, and we're capable of handling things by ourselves. We don't need the leadership of men, the assisted direction of men, and we don't need men for their money. We want to work and all that. We don't want to be looked at like sexual objects or baby poppers. And once again, I just want to put the disclaimer out there. Women are not just sexual objects. Women are not just baby poppers. A woman's place is not in the kitchen. But along with that, women shouldn't still hold men to 1950 standards, especially with, the whole first wave feminism, which was women wanting to work and not be viewed as sexual objects slash baby factories, baby poppers, and all that. Whatever you ask for and you get granted to you, pardon me, just live up to it. If I say I want a lasagna and I'm gonna eat it, and somebody makes me a lasagna, I'm gonna eat it. You ever seen that episode of Rugrats when Angelica had used the debit card or credit card, whatever it was, to order mad food from Zippy's? Her mother told her, "Oh, you wanted to order all this stuff? Well, you're gonna eat it." Y'all can look it up on YouTube, by the way. So hold yourselves to the standards that y'all demanded, that y'all elder women demanded to, and then create the path for women to have the success that they have today. In contrast to mainstream,
Fake news.
women are actually doing better than men financially, and it was all a bunch of
Fake news.
when it was said that women make 77 cents per dollar that a man makes. And I'll debunk that for y'all real quick. From 18 to 35, women make more money than men. A lot of these companies look forward to hiring women in contrast to men and promoting women faster than they do men. Now, what happens that creates this quote unquote wage gap, and y'all can look it up if y'all don't believe me, because this is not,
Fake news.
this is actually real shit. What happens is that women tend to take more time off from work. Women tend to call out more. Women will have arguments with their boyfriends or with their girlfriends, for the ladies that engage in lesbian relationships. And they'll call out of work just because they're are all distorted, and they can't go to work that day because they made the decision in their head to not go to work that day. So that's what creates this wage gap. Me, I do my best to take care of my health and not let anything within my personal life affect my work schedule. Y'all see, I've been working overtime like a motherfucker. Know what I mean? Just gotta give myself some props for that. Cause for those who don't know, I work with the public. Um and let me tell y'all, I deal with a lot of rude people, but also a lot of good people. But I'm dealing with people, boom, 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 back to back to back to back to back. So I gotta put my feelings to the side and use more of my brain to maneuver through these people's, like that I could create the best outcome possible. Oh shit. Hold on, hold on. This is gonna be a funny call right here. Yo, Sos was goody. I'm live on the podcast right now, and I just want to let you know that you're here as well. Everybody, this is a great man right here, my brother Sos Lopez. Was goody, Sos? How you? Ew, why you gonna call and say that, B?
Try to mind my own business. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just here chilling, bro. Chilling, bro.
Word.
Just got home. About to have a shot right now. Jesus Christ, hold on.
Word, lit, yo. Happy New Year's Eve, you know. And now I'm here right now on the podcast. I'm at the topic of, you know, women fought for equality back in the 1960s. First wave feminism, they got it granted to them. They wanted to be able to make their own money, not to have to rely on men for anything. So would you agree, my brother, that women shouldn't hold us to the modern day standard of you know, expecting us to pay for everything, if they fought for the right to be able to make their own money and be seen as equals and have the message put stamped on record that anything a man could do, a woman could do, and that they don't need to depend on us, right or wrong?
Well, no, that's definitely right. I don't want to walk outside and get hit by bats and sticks by women, you know, now, but they're really strong, though. And I do believe that they should be treated equal, of course, and they do have a lot of potential, and, of course, the mind capability, of course. And if you know, there's other people who agree with me. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
other women who make New York, all right? And, you know, at the same time, they do have the power, and I totally agree. Totally.
Thank you. Yeah, because, you know, it's not us being cheap or anything, but it's about, if I tell you, Sos, yo, make me a sandwich because I'm going to eat it, and you make me the sandwich and I don't eat it, what are you going to do?
No, Mud. Investigator, you're ready.
Yeah, you're going to be like, yo, exactly. How you say you're going to investigate it. You're going to be like, yo, you wanted me to make you this sandwich because you said you were going to eat it, and now you're not eating it. Like our parents back in the day, oh, yo te hice comida. For those of y'all watching who don't know Spanish, I made you food, y ahora no va a comer, and now you're not gonna eat it? You feel me?
Yeah,
So you know, I'm using that as the example here. You know, women wanted equality and all that, so they gotta live up to what they requested.
right. And like I said, 100% because like I'm sitting with one right here that you know what I'm saying. She works on those ass and it makes New York run and a better, you know, like yo, they do their job. Let me let you know right now. And there is a lot of women that represent that they're not even noticed right now. You know what I mean? Like that they do so much.
Yep, exactly. You see, we got Shorty that wants to run for mayor of New York City, Stacey Pressman. You know, and
Yeah, I heard about her. Yeah, that's what's up, yo. You know what I'm saying? She's actually really more than other people should. But there's a lot of votes and a lot of voices to be heard.
yeah, B, you know, she's She's running Libetarian, and we're gonna support her 1,000%. And she's more than just a pretty face. This is a woman who's always been an independent, hardworking woman, an entrepreneur. And we see her now that she's trying to excel even further in life. Know what I mean? So we wanna empower women, but at the same time, we don't want women trying to take advantage of us and leverage off of us. And
taken up, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People, they get the wrong, you know what I'm saying, the wrong picture, and then, you know what I'm saying, women don't have all the same rights as men. Come on, hello, come on.
Exactly.
Like there's a lot of women that have more potential than dudes, because they dedicate more. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in the kitchen, you already know who got your back.
Yeah.
Little stuff like that.
Exactly, B. Yeah, and I was just letting the ladies know as well that we believe that a woman's place is not in the kitchen, but at the same time, we'd be lying if we didn't say that women can cook their ass off, right or wrong. How you just said, a woman got your back in the kitchen.
They could do way more than that, my brother. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about in the field, meaning, taking care of accountants, you know what I'm saying? Like, different stuff. Like,
yeah. For real. So, women wanted equality. We gave it to them. So we just want women to live up to the standards of their requests. Like, have your own money. That's all, ladies. And, us fellow men out here, because I was talking about Mgtow, men going their own way, men guarding their own wallets and all that. Don't let these girls out here break your pockets. Let them know, yo, look, we going into this. You bring in whatever's yours is yours, whatever's mine is mine, and whatever we create together, we divide 50-50. But ain't nobody gonna be leeching off of nobody.
Right, but you have to remember, there's a lot of girls, that don't work, they don't put theirs. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to dedicate those, for those who bust that ass, my nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Cause yeah, if a shorty is honest and says, she's not currently working on at the moment, but wants to spend time with you, I bet a guy can handle it. But you got a working woman, and it's just like, yo, hold your own, and I'm gonna hold my own, because how it looks like, you and shorty, it should be mutual, and it being mutual, she can't go and order 10 drinks, and you only order 3, and now you gotta cover her tab as well, like shit.
That's called chapeadora.
Yeah. Chapeadora, that's Spanish for a scavenger, a breaker, a pocket or bank buster. Yeah, gold digger. Yeah.
You'll see a picture actually of. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, yo, so before I get you off the line, I'll call you back shortly. I want to have you on the episode as well. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to this New Year's Eve?
Of course, I want to give a shout out to everybody, and of course, you know what I'm saying, like to your family, to our family, and a better New York, a better progression, because the body count this year has been fucking astounding, and it's crazy. And I know we can make a change. And there's so many people that are suffering right now, going through it, that we have to, you know what I'm saying, dedicate. We just can't think about ourselves. And just spread love, and that's how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That imprint that you leave in life of you living, that's what you get back, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, just represent everybody. I love you guys. Y ya tú sabes lo que representando.
Yeah. Word. And one more thing. Us being city boys and all that, men from NYC, could you agree we need to restore the Second Amendment?
Yeah, for certain people, yes, definitely. Of course, yes.
Thank you. All right, brother, man, so yeah.
But we don't need idiots either, you know what I'm saying? We'll get on that. That's what's up.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in person and clarify more before anybody comes and gets all
because people we try to project something and then get the wrong image. So there you have it.
Word up, word
Simple
up.
plain.
But yeah, so yeah,
Yeah,
Koy.
represent from Washington Heights as usual. You already know New York, and we need more people like Stacy, of course. To spread the word to people that's like in the hood doing nothing, because you need those those votes. You know what I'm saying? That voice. These voices got to be heard too, and I admire that, and that's what's up.
Word up, word up.
We spread up, and that's what we do.
Facts, B. Shout out Stacy.
Yes, Stacy. Have a happy New Year.
Haha. Word up, B. Alright, brother man. God bless, call you back shortly. And once again, as y'all heard, my brother Sos Lopez shouted out Stacy Pressman. And like I said, she's a prime example of what every woman, should aspire to be when it comes to the sense of action. Action, being hardworking, getting up every day and trying to create something productive, making the most out of each day. And even, if you're gonna enjoy your days off, you can enjoy your days off too. You feel me? But even within your days off, just having that positive mindset and brainstorming. How could you help contribute to a better planet? So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. The next thing I wanted to touch on was men's rights, fathers' rights, because we see that disproportionately the court system, family court system, is completely rigged against men. And only the Libertarian Party wants to do something about that. Republicans don't. Democrats don't. I haven't heard Greens say anything about it. So it's only the Libertarians. We need to remove no-fault divorces. Every state should be an at-fault state. Like that, men are just being destroyed. Or in some cases, women. In rare but some cases, women become victims due to no-fault divorces. So that's something we got to change. We got to restore at-fault divorces. We have to restore penalties for adultery. Because if people choose to come together, whether it's a monogamous marriage, whether it's a polygynous marriage or polygamous marriage, polygamy is when both parties fuck around. Polygyny is one man, many wives, because realistically speaking, women outnumber men like a motherfucker. And if you put every man and woman in a pair, there'd be way more women left over. And women's biology, their anatomy, is made to receive contact from men. The same way male biology, male anatomy is made to receive contact from women. Things plug in. And this is nothing against the LGBTQ. I respect and definitely uphold and honor the right to their existence and the respect of the LGBTQ existence. But biologically, by default speaking, it's always been, male to female connection that creates life and all that. Everything else is conducted through science. Yeah, that's. But yeah, so we need to fix fathers' rights. We definitely have to do that, because not only will it fix fathers' rights, but it's gonna fix parents' rights as a whole, because there are cases where the woman is the better parent, the mother. Vice versa, there's cases where the father, the male, is the better parent. It's all about getting that clarity out, people, because if we don't have clarity, transparency, and facts, then we're going to be living in a massive world full of fake news. And we can't take it in that direction. You feel me? So I really want people to get out of there and realize that we got a warrior up. So know what I mean? Because in all actuality, if we put effort into things, believe me, sooner or later, Yep. And yeah, people. So that was something else I wanted to touch on. Changing the whole court system and all that, which only libertarians up until this point want to take actions and execute upon. Know what I mean? So one more time, my lovely porcupines, I love y'all. And I truly appreciate what we're all trying to do here to create a better planet. Yeah, it's gonna start here within the United States, but I say God bless the planet. Know what I mean? Yeah, B. The next one, yeah, libertarians as a whole. That's the next topic here. Libertarians as a whole, what do we want to do? We want to restore the constitutional republic. We want everybody's constitutional rights to be embraced in purest form. We want to restore the basic concept of the actual constitution and the United States, which is a nation built on life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. As long as you're not treading on anybody else's life, liberty, or pursuit of happiness, that's what us libertarians are about. We're all about corresponding with the United States Constitution in purest form. And the United States Constitution basically hits human common sense. You have a right to say whatever you want, including death threats. If you choose to take action upon anything that you said, whether it be I'm gonna go make a lasagna or I'm gonna go kill somebody, you gotta be ready to deal with the consequences. Consequences can be good consequences, good outcomes, or bad consequences, bad outcomes. Know what I mean? So if I choose to say I'm gonna go make a lasagna, and I go and make the lasagna, the consequence is that I'm gonna get to enjoy a good lasagna. If I say I'm gonna go kill somebody for no blatant valid reason, and I choose to execute upon that, then I will have to answer for why I did that. Whether it was a valid reason, the killing, or if it was just cold-blooded innocent murder in which I'll be judged in a courts of law by a jury of my peers. My peers, which should consist of jurors who are on the equal demographic as you, equal financial tier as you, with a mix of people that you actually know, because these are your peers. Know what I mean? And we could talk more about that. You could hit me up. I don't mind having guests on the podcast. I could have you stream in, and we take it from there. Know what I mean? Yeah. So that was what was the that portion of it right there was yeah, what us libertarians want to do, which is restoring the United States Constitution, restoring the constitutional republic in purest form, and then from there just taking the actions to make things as good as possible. Like that, we don't really have to use our Second Amendment on each other, because the Second Amendment is all about self-defense from an individual, a group, party, entity, or tyrannical government. And notice those 5 points right there. What do? They make a fist to fight back. Know what I mean? But yeah, which leads into the next topic that I wanted to talk about, which is women's safety. Women's safety is very important to me. As you saw, I had somebody call into them as well. We love women. When I post videos showing the majority portion of women that just happen to be evil, because let's be realistic, it is a vast majority right now. It was a majority of women who voted for creepy Joe Biden. And then it was a minority of women who voted, whether it was Joe Jorgensen, voted Orange Man, or voted Howie Hawkins or down the line, but it is a vast majority of evil women simply because y'all see whenever it's time for a feminist march, women are out there in the hundreds, if not thousands. You look at it on the blogs, on websites, on uh anywhere in social media, mainstream media, it's just women constantly shitting on men, and then the good women, they're not out here holding the bad women accountable. Um Let me actually return this call real quick. This is somebody else that called in earlier. Hello, hello. Yo, Jay was goody. Is your brother, your younger brother Cash, and just to let you know, you are live on the Fix for New York. Haha, not here chilling, brother man. And a quick topic I just wanted to touch on because we all know guys who have been victims of the biased family court system and all that. So right now I'm touching on women's safety, but also holding accountability against the larger portion of women that happen to be bad and have this anti-men, fuck men, they hate men agenda and all that. So could you agree that there are good women out there, but right now they are currently, at this moment in time, the minority?
Yeah, there's plenty of good women out there. But yeah, women today are pretty much being encouraged to be anti-men. The system basically
Yeah,
makes it easy for them.
exactly. They're being encouraged to be anti-men and all that. And would you agree that that's a battle that men alone cannot fight because we're gonna be labeled misogynists, women haters, patriarchal, tyrannical.
Yeah, they try to shame you. Yeah.
Exactly, they try to shame you. So libertarians want to fix the family court system to make it transparent, non-biased, and if the woman is the better parent, then all right, it goes to the woman. But if the male, the father, is the better parent, then the children go with the man, right or wrong.
Yeah, that should be the way.
It should be the way. Absolutely no bias. Right is right.
It should be,
Wrong is wrong. Correct.
yeah.
Word up.
Yeah, well, it's just, like I said, it's the system.
Mm-hmm.
It's the system. The system promotes it.
System promotes, and then
The men are automatically bad, and the women, are assumed to be, always assumed to be the better parents because because they're women. But that's not always the case.
it's not always the case.
It's very unfair. Yeah.
Exactly, as bias is unfair, and if the tables would turn, it'd be all right. Outrage, right or wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Word up, word up. But yeah, brother man. Along with that, would you agree? Restoring the Second Amendment. This is something that women, feminists, and humble, respectful women should all be advocating for because what it does is empower the woman more than anything else. Facts or not?
Facts. It empowers everybody. Yeah, women especially because biologically they're weaker than men.
Mm-hmm.
And a gun basically it's an equalizer. No matter how big you are, you're always going to be protected.
Exactly, and
that definitely equalizes men and women right there.
Mm-hmm. Guys like you and I, when we see women walking at night, we don't do anything to spook them, make them feel startled, whatever. And we always pray mentally, like, hey, we hope that woman or those group of women get home safe, right or wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. You want them to get home safely. It could be your wife, it could be your daughter, it could be a sister. Of course. course, you want them to get home safe. You want nothing bad to happen to them.
Thank you. Because I just want to leave all clarity out here. I don't want any feelings up in here. I don't want anybody saying that there's any type of bias or anything like that. Pure transparency while restoring the constitutional republic, while restoring everybody's God-given, inalienable, and basic common sense. Individual rights to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, and self-defense against any type of threat.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Word.
It's all right. It's in the Constitution, right?
Yep.
It's in the Constitution. But of course, they've made our right into a privilege.
An infringement.
Yeah. They turned what is supposed to be a God-given right into a privilege. Because basically they want to get rid of it altogether. But so they just put all these things behind that you have to do, and they turn what should be a right, uninfringed right, into a privilege.
And we gotta combat against that right now. Currently, you would agree, libertarians are the most hardcore in restoring the constitutional republic. We're seeing a lot of nonsense from the duopoly. And we need massive cleansing through the political system, right or wrong?
Big time.
Big
time. Both sides of the aisle, up and down, total up and down cleansing.
Yep, and right or wrong, didn't the founding fathers, especially George Washington, warn us of having a binary, only two-party system?
They did. John Adams, lots of the founding fathers did not like this two-party.
It's always about having as many options as possible. The same way you want to be as well equipped, pardon me, have as many tools at your disposal, as many options available to achieve the maximum potential of your life, to be able to strive for your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness as much as possible, right or wrong?
Absolutely.
Word up.
They put up obstacles now that made it more difficult to achieve that, and it's just everything is privilege now. Everything is privilege.
Word up.
You have to ask for permission. You have to ask permission now to pursue life, liberty, and happiness.
Word up. And you know, to add to that, going back to the current topic I was on when it comes to women's safety, what we're seeing right now, we just saw Jo Jorgensen make an amazing impact. A woman running for president. She achieved all 50 states ballot access. And now what we're seeing is Stacey Pressman running for New York City mayor. And you and I both agree that women are fully capable of achieving any type of goal that they want as long as they put the effort in, right or wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If you do what you need to do, then you should have every same opportunity as anybody else, no matter what your sex, religion, or race may be.
Word up. And as we've seen, you know, JoJo, she made an incredible impact. Shout out JoJo. We're seeing it with Stacey Pressman now. She started her whole campaign formation. I believe it was back in August or September. She getting started early, you know. She's definitely taking initiative, and we're gonna be here to support her full blown, right or wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. You should support her.
Word up, B. So yeah, Jay, before I let you go, and I'll call you back once I wrap up here, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to or whatever?
People of America, stand up, fight for your right to make 2021, much better than 2020.
Word up. And ladies, y'all heard it from two men here. Absolutely zero bias. We support y'all completely. We advocate for y'all lives, for y'all safety, for y'all pursuit of happiness and default happiness, full blown and wholeheartedly.
100%, ladies.
Mm-hmm. Word up, word up. Alright, Jay, I'll call you back shortly, but thank you for helping share and reinforce and put the stamp on zero bias, pure truth, and living by the foundation of this nation, the United States Constitution, restoring the constitutional republic, and by virtue of that, we can help the planet and the universe.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's do it. 2021. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. All right, Jay, thank you for calling in.
Right.
Haha. I'll hit you back, brother man. So yeah, ladies, as y'all see there, we advocate for y'all safety hard body. When I go and I post these pieces of evidence that show that women aren't just these angelic, wholehearted saint creatures, is not to bash all women. It's completely not. I love women. I want to make women as happy as possible. Any girl I've ever dated, I've made them as happy as possible. Can y'all believe I've been dumped for being too good of a guy? For making them too happy? For not bringing stress into their lives? For not contributing to any type of cancer growth within their bodies? I've been dumped for that. And let me tell y'all people,
that does not make sense.
how the fuck I'm trying to make them as happy as possible, and what I get in return is, what the fuck? But yeah, unfortunately right now, as y'all heard, the mainstream media and the system encourages and promotes the message of women go out and hate men, bash men, destroy men. And it's not to be an asshole, but again, 95% and more of electrical grid workers, of factory, nuclear, mining, sewage, deep sea diving, all these extreme jobs and all that, dangerous jobs and things that make us be able to enjoy our lives comfortably on the daily, are 95% or more worked on and maintained by men. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm saying that women can't do it. Hell yeah, women could do it, and I advocate for women to do it. Now, the thing is, women are choosing not to do it, and we're in a nation where choice is fully embraced. I could choose whether I want to eat lasagna today or not. I could choose whether I want to have a beer or not. Obviously, by the way, letting people know the age of alcohol consumption is 21, and I am well over 21, even though, thank God, I do look young. I'm 32 years old, just turned 32 again, December 17th and all that. But back to the original topic, choice. Ladies, we support your choices. All we're asking for in return is reciprocal treatment and respect, the same way we respect y'all. I tell guys, don't catcall. Y'all have seen catcalling has taken a massive dive. Sexual harassment has taken a massive dive. Women are actually mad now that men aren't approaching them in the streets or in public venues. But you ladies got what y'all asked for. Y'all asked to not be approached. Y'all asked to not be whistled at. Y'all asked to be left alone. Y'all said, oh, we're here at the club just to have a good time. Leave us alone. Or we're at work. We don't want to be bothered or romanced in any type of way. We're out and about. We have a destination to get to, so we don't want to be approached and all that. So men said, okay, y'all wish is our command. Now, along with that, what we need is it to be reciprocated. We want reformation of the family court system. we want good women to hold bad women accountable, because us men, as I said earlier, we cannot fight that battle, because ain't nothing gonna get changed. All that's gonna happen is a lot of us men are gonna be either killed or imprisoned. So we need women to step up, from 2021 and moving on. Um, yeah, B, it's all about transparency and non-bias, because I advocate for women's happiness, for women's health, for women's safety. Ding, 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 ding. And all around women's well-being. That's what I want. That's what a lot of men want. The vast majority of men are great people. And I'll tell y'all firsthand, I've dealt with a lot of assholes in my life, but guess what? It always be those one or two assholes who are surrounded by a bunch of good men who, when the tipping point hits, best believe that those men are gonna be held accountable 100%. And it even goes all the way to the extent of potential hostility that could lead to these men being killed. Yeah. But yeah, ladies, we love y'all. We love y'all so much. We try to make things as comfortable for y'all as possible. All we need is transparency, clarity, and communication. Along with that, we need y'all to take action against this fucked up gynocentric means anti-male, this gynocentric system, and play your role in fixing it. Like that, we can have full-blown equality, because I love equality. I say anything men could do, women could do as well. Nobody's better than nobody. The only differential factor is effort. How much effort you put into something. And then from there, you see the results. Somebody who works on their abs for 5-10 minutes is going to have way better results than somebody who works on their abs for 30 seconds to a minute. Know what I mean? So that's what we need. We need the effort put in. We need the action to be taken. Like that, things can happen. So along with that, in closing, because I want to keep this short, I just want to let everybody know that 2020 was a crazy year for us. 2020 was a year of reflection, a year of wildness, a year of exposing the corrupt GOV. Catch it, I don't want to get flagged and all that. I've said a few things already here, so you got to maneuver back and forth, which is why the intro includes a disclaimer. Nah, I mean, 2020 has been a year of exposing a lot of evil, corrupt stuff that's occurring within the planet, not only the United States, but within the planet. And if ever a time for us to learn to not be reliant on government, 2020 was the year to expose that and make us realize that, boom, hitting us with the largest red pill we could possibly haven't have been hit with within our lifetimes, because if you're viewing this now, I would say the last few red pills have been 2012, 9/11, Y2K, the Cold War, and events that occurred before that. For those who have been alive since the World War II time period, my biological father, shout out to him, by the way. He was born during the beginning of World War II, and all these events up until now, 2020, have repeatedly shown us time and time again that government reliance will lead to nothing more than a whole lot of failure, misery, and tyranny. Yeah, people, So yeah, for those who tuned in tonight and those who will be catching this on a rerun, I just want to let y'all know that you do matter. A lot of people have died throughout the years, in 2020, pre 2020. I lost a lot of good people in 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014. Throughout my whole life, I've been to a shit ton of funerals. God bless all my good ones gone. Anybody who's watching now or catches the rerun, you've lost somebody. Life is but one. And it could be a great thing depending on how we come together as one. We unite and take actions in the direction of fixing this planet. Obviously, the cliche thing is, we're going to do it here first in the United States. But I'm not trying to take away from any other nation, because it could happen in Russia, it could happen in Israel, it could happen in France. Shout out the yellow vest. It could happen anywhere on the planet, but constitutionally, it's looking like it's gonna be the United States. But we gotta put in that effort to make this planet as great of a planet as possible. I don't only say God bless the United States. I always say God bless the planet. And along with that, I just want to let y'all know, if, you're still here to this very day, this New Year's Eve, just know that you do have a purpose. You do have a reason for being here. The universe and destiny has a plan for you. Always think that tomorrow is going to be a better day than what today was, and a way better day than what yesterday was. Always strive for more. Always make it your individual goal to make tomorrow a better day than what today was, and that you're gonna accomplish the goals that you set for yourself. You're gonna get out of that depression that you're in. You're gonna get out of that toxic relationship that you're in. You're gonna get to where you want to be in life. Communicate how you feel to the person that you have feelings for. You're gonna apply for that job that you want, or you're gonna start that business that you want to start. Look at this podcast. I thought about starting this podcast back when I got arrested, because I always said that, this is either gonna make me or break me. Being arrested, I was facing 3 felonies, and thank God I beat them all. Shout out my lawyer, by the way. And I'm here with you today because I always said that I wanted to, create a platform where I could share my story, help provide positivity, positive reinforcement, and an outlet where anybody is more than welcome to come on and talk. And put out the message that you could get to where you want to be in life as long as you put in effort. If you get knocked down, get back up. Don't let your destroy you, because best believe, if you choose to say then in the long run, as long as you put in your effort, you know what's gonna happen? And that's what I want, And also, don't let the
Coronavirus!
or any type of
Fake news!
bring you down or destroy you, because believe me, you're talking to a guy right now who almost lost a finger, who has lost a lot of people, who is in a state of depression at one point, who had to break up with not 1, not 2, but 3 different women who at some point in my lifetime I envisioned myself being with them to the very end. And if I can make it, you can make it, because I'm no better than you. It's all about the effort that we put into this. You know, it's only one life to live that we know of. Allegedly, with reincarnation, we don't know if it's true or not. And up until this point, if I have reincarnated, I don't remember nothing from my previous life existences. So I'm trying to make it happen within the here and the now. And that's what I want for you too. And anybody, whoever wants to get on the show, feel free to hit me up. The Fix for New York on Instagram. Cash First 456 on Twitter. Cash First 456 on Instagram is currently being censored. But once I get that Instagram profile back, you can hit me up there too. But right now, feel free to reach out to me at The Fix for New York. For anybody asking that they wanted to donate or become monthly subscribers, if you want to donate rapidly, here's the Cash App. If you want to become a monthly subscriber, subscribe to my Patreon right there. Patreon.com/, The Fix for New York. All I'm asking for is $3 a month. I made it as low as possible. Those $3 a month will be used for better content, more footage. As I said earlier, I'm currently working. I do have 2 jobs. My most focused job, and then along with that, little side hustle, independent stuff, and now with the podcast. So once again, before I wrap up, I just want to give a shout out to all my people, New York and worldwide, all my fellow porcupines, New York and worldwide, especially the Florida, Texas, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, California, Arizona, New Mexico, all the porcupines, the New Hampshire porcupines, Libertarians. Know what I mean? Shout out Anthony Calandro, Larry Sharp, Tony Simon, Keith Panelon, Chrissy Mayer, Stacy Pressman, Joe Jorgensen, all the wonderful libertarian women, all the wonderful Democrat and Republican women, all the beautiful, humble, respectful, male appreciative women, all my fellow good men out there, and the whole planet as a whole, because all I want to do is be one of the many contributing to a better planet. So I'll leave y'all with that. This has been The Fix for New York New Year's Eve episode. And once again, remember, if you're still here with us, you have a purpose in this world, in this existence. Those who are no longer with us is because God needed them with him up there to possibly grant us a lot of blessings here on earth. Unless they were horrible, despicable people who probably went down to the inferno to keep the evil man downstairs company. The evil man downstairs whose ass I wanna whoop. Palm strike, bitch. And yeah, B. God bless everybody, all the good people on this planet. Hopefully the bad people come to some type of redemption and seek forgiveness and apologize to anybody and everybody whom they have conducted any type of harm or malicious acts against. Again, people, this has been The Fix for New York. I am one half of this show, your boy Cash First. Feel free to hit me up at The Fix for New York on Instagram. Once again, the co-host Z Dot could not be here with us this evening, but he was here with us in spirit. And with that being said, I'm out, people. God bless. I hit the wrong sound again, but I'll use that to say, don't be out here being a chicken shit, wrapped up all in your... And remember that if you say, then it's more than likely inevitable that know what I mean? So yeah, people, once again, thank y'all for tuning in, and I'm out.